Two principles of drawing. My name is Gabor Svagrik. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about two things that are important in drawing if you're just you're on your journey in drawing. These two things you really got to concentrate on. One is proportion and the other one is perspective. If we're talking about the figure, proportions are everything. And when we talk about art, it's funny how certain aspects of it could be feeling, you know, like how do you prove that, oh, I like this, don't like this, that's the part I'm talking about. But with drawing, it's, I can measure it, I can show you it's badly drawn. There's no discussion there. Now there's certain artists, I think Chile, was it his name? He skewed the figure, but he knew how to draw. So the more you draw, the more you can see if somebody's just skewing things because sort of they want to stylize it, that's one thing. But somebody that doesn't know how to draw, you see it right away. I mean, the eyes, there's certain measurements, nose, mouth, how far everything is, the ear, how far it goes back, all these things. It's all measurable as far as drawings go. So proportion, so measurement, that's really super important. Some of the animal drawings that I do, they're loose, but I still have measurement in there. There's proportion and measurement. The animal, if I don't, sometimes with animals, that's one of the misconceptions that, or people do, is that they can get away a little bit with some of the, like a little bit of measurement, but with figure you can't. I mean, you see right away if that eye is off or the nose or something like that. But even with animals, to get the character of the animal, you still have to have the correct proportion and measurements on it. So it's a matter of doing, right? You just got to do and practice, do, and then the more you do it, the better your measurements become, right? You're more accurate in your measurements. In the beginning, they're all off. It doesn't look good, but as you hone in on, the more you do it. Again, it's all about measuring. I literally put up the pencil and I measure. When we were doing a figure drawing, then I measured things. Generally, it's about 8 or 8.5. I think how tall a human is, eight heads roughly. But yeah, those things you have to understand first, right? As far as, I mean, just to make it simple, architectural drawings, you have to understand perspective, right? You have to understand it. 1-point perspective, at least understand 1-point perspective. You can go 2-point perspective, but 1-point perspective. Everything has to, when you draw the horizon line, every line has to hit that 1 point on that horizon line, right? That's where everything goes. That's 1-point perspective, I should say. The 2-point perspective is the other line. It has to connect. And I can do a little drawing for you to show you what that is. It's not rocket science, right? And the horizon line matters as far as how, if it's a cube, right? Are you looking at the cube from below or are you looking at it from the top, right? That's perspective. And it's true in the figure too. It's all there. Even in the landscape and the figure, perspective is all like foreshortening in the figure. If the figure has their legs towards, like if I'm pointing right now at the camera, then you have foreshortening. That's perspective too. Same thing. Is it up? Is it down? Even my hand, where the camera is, right? Here versus here, right? It's all there. Perspective is all inside the drawing itself. If you look at a landscape, I see a lot of people making this mistake. They make this mistake of like a creek, when you look at a creek, and it's like you're looking down on the creek. When you look at the image, if you were standing there, it's more flat. But people, if this is the creek, they paint it like this, versus it's actually more flat. And the camera distortion plays with that. So that's why you have to paint and draw from life. At least draw from life. That's on the minimum to understand some of these things that I'm discussing. And there's books, written about it, perspective books. Sometimes these books, they get too complex, I think, for painters. We try to, because some of them are written for more for architects, but just some of these simple things that I'm talking about, understand those, your life become easier as a painter. You cannot, the more you try to avoid these things, you can't. And you're just gonna, so you gotta take that bull by the horn, and you gotta figure this out. You have to get better at it. You don't have to be an expert at it, but you have to be better at it in your life as a painter, artistic life, that's what I mean. Not other things. Perspective won't solve things in our lives, but it will just make things a lot easier. Drawing is one of the fundamental things that you have to practice. I don't care what you're painting, right? And a bad drawing is so apparent. And I see this in even professional artists that are in these major shows. It's just like the drawing is off, like, you know, or they're projecting. It's stiff, right? There's nothing there. They're projecting the image because most likely they're struggling with drawing. But that's another topic. Yeah, I hope this episode helped. I don't do a lot of demonstrations on this channel. This channel is not what it's all about. If you're wondering, if you watch these videos, like, where's the demos? I have full instructional videos. I'll give you the link below that you can check out on my website. But I want to make you think. Kind of that's the idea with this channel. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe and share. And again, look at the text in the description below for a free webinar or some of the instructional videos that I have. And I hope to see you next time. Take care.